Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about the common deficiency in budgies, calcium. The dangers of a deficiency of calcium are mostly loss of nerve, brain, or muscle function. Those are pretty big, so we need to be sure that we are providing them with opportunities to consume calcium. Another danger is if you have egg-laying females, they need the calcium for the formation of the eggs. If they don't have enough calcium in their bodies, then the calcium gets leached out of their bones. And as we know, birds have very teeny tiny little bones already. So make sure you're getting a lot of calcium for your birds. It's actually really easy to make sure that you have plenty of calcium. There's Cuttlebones or other kinds of calcium treats. So right there is one of them that they've chewed on a lot. And I've got this new one up here because they chew through them pretty fast, and that's great. It's providing calcium, and it also has the added benefit of helping groom their beaks. So there's lots of different kinds of blocks that you can give them that contain calcium. So just research, shop around, see what you can find, and typically they'll go for them. I don't know any bird that doesn't, so, or at least parakeets. So foods that are high in calcium that are great for your parakeets to eat, your little budgie friends, are strawberries, oranges, dried fruits like apricots, raisins, and figs. Now apricots, you can give most fruits fresh, and it's always better or higher vitamins, but make sure, especially in things like cherries and apples and apricots, that you're not giving them the seeds or the pits. So just make sure you're giving only the fruit to the birds. Also nuts and seeds. So your regular seed mixes and nuts do have calcium. And cooked beans. We want to make sure we cook the beans. Cook them and then cool them down to give to your babies, because there's a toxin inside raw beans that is very dangerous for the birds. It's a very long word, and I'm going to say it super wrong, but I'll put it in the description so you can look it up and do your own research. It's called, oh man, this is going to be so terrible, Hemagglutinin. I'm sure I said that really bad, but again, I'll write it in the description so you can look it up and do some research. So cooked beans, kidneys, chickpeas, I love chickpeas, pinto beans, black beans, and soybeans. Those are all great calcium choices for your birds. But again, never raw, and don't leave them out if your birds are around. Like, don't just leave some out in a bowl. Make sure you're only providing them cooked and then cooled versions of those beans. My very favorite, and my birds just love these options, and very, very high in other nutrients as well, but dark leafy greens are always a good choice. High calcium and so many other vitamins, but we're only really talking about calcium today. So your spinach, kale, Swiss chard, romaine lettuce is good as well. So these are going to provide some really good calcium and other nutrients to your birds. And they just always seem to like them. So you might as well provide it and make sure that they're having these good nutrients. Now this was just talking about calcium deficiency today, but I'm doing a series on the common deficiencies in budgies. And then I'll do a wrap up on some other very necessary vitamins and nutrients and the foods that contain those. I'll do a wrap-up video at the end of the series. So if you didn't catch the vitamin A video, go back and find it. Or if I'm tricky, I'll figure out how to link it. But I'm also creating a playlist on my page that will contain all of the series. So check back, find those, make sure you don't miss any of it, and make sure you're keeping your babies as happy and healthy as possible. All right, have a good night, guys.